all about who can kind of kill who with their level 6s. I'm a big fan of the Void Spirit matchup here. I'm a big fan of the game Slark should have for himself. I was actually thinking Mars was a nice last pick for no bounty hunter, but for me, it doesn't even sound like the perfect pick. It's really hard to play him into Shadow Demon, into the Beastmaster. Slark in lane should have a pretty nice time. The only concern I have is waves on the side of Hippomaniac. Is Terrorblade's going to shove waves, Batrider's going to shove waves, Mars is going to shove waves, Otto's going to shove waves. And on the other hand, you have Slark, who, with this momentum early that he will need to gather, he doesn't shove waves nearly as well as these heroes. So that's the concern I have for them. But I actually like Hippomaniac's draft to win this game. If you ignore Desire on Earth Spirit.
That is a really big deal. That is one of his absolute favorite heroes as well to play. And actually what was kind of interesting, I'm not sure if a lot of the other people know this, is that actually Blink plays the Earth Spirit off lane as well. So there was a little bit of flexibility with that, if you've done your homework, of course. But I do think that Desire really shines on this hero in particular, and I think it's going to be something that the Hippos are going to have to be very aware of during this laning phase, because he is going to be wandering around and being very aggressive.
Yeah, just keep an eye out for his early rotation to mid at some point. I think it's probably going to come when both Batrider and the Void Spirit hit 6, but it might come even sooner. This matchup in the mid lane is incredibly volatile, and so far, for what I've seen, it's easier to gank on the Void Spirits team than it is for the Batrider. But Earth Spirit's definitely a 4 that's capable of bringing down a mobile hero like Void Spirit, and I think it's like going to be pivotal for who wins this game.
It definitely feels too like whenever, even when the Earth Spirit isn't super in favor, if you have a good Earth Spirit player, it still just does so much. It looks so good. And like you said, you know, it's a little bit easier for the heroes on the side of the Hippos to do these sort of ganks. But in the hands of a very competent player, I think it could cause a lot of problems for the side of the Hippos.
I'm just licking my chops at this Slark game, though. This is a nice Slark game. And the Shadow Demon, albeit isn't the most amazing pick here, it is great disruption for the lasso, and it is great as we move forward throughout the game of disrupting the Terrorblade and having him just wail on himself. One of the highest base damage heroes in the game, if not the highest when he's in the Metamorphosis. So, oh, we'll see him doing CM things. That's no news.
Desire doing Desire things on the Earth Spirit, too, as he manages to get the first blood. But, you know, sometimes you can say it's a good omen, right? If the Crystal Maiden isn't the first blood, the sacrificial hero, then something's wrong for some teams.
You know, that's like Thanksgiving dinner for Dota. You know, you see it, you know it's going to happen, you're looking forward to it, and it's just a matter of time.
Except when you're Crystal Maiden. You're definitely not looking forward to it when you're the Crystal Maiden. But
yeah, but at least you're, like, emotionally prepared for it, you know?
That's true. That is true indeed. Well, I'm going to see a little bit of harass going back and forth, but otherwise it's been fairly quiet in these lanes as everyone's just waiting for, you know, the runes to come up. That way maybe we'll see a rotation coming out of Desire for that. Curry, we do get a bit of a pause here, but looks like Desire's trying to go and mess with the stack timing. And Slark, though, just get a couple clicks off here. They might be able to turn this around. Do have 1 point in the pounce. And if the CM makes her way back over, perhaps they can put a little damage on Desire. Someday Senny will get there, though. You know, it's the Crystal Main. Does take some time. I think you're just gonna roll on out, Autobots. Yep, just like that. Even throws out the tip.
Yeah, nice try on Curry's side there to try to block the roll. Really cool interaction. The Mars had dragged the creep wave into his own tower, so Slark had nothing better to do at this time. CM was trying to stack the small camp. Earth Spear was trying to block it, and CM requested some help from the Earth Spear because you saw last time what happened when CM's left to her own devices. And that's the benefit of having Slark here, but he is going for the 2 points in Essence Shift, so he's kind of all in on winning this lane. I don't really necessarily like that much, but bottom lane, we do have an engagement.
Yeah, and like you said, that disruption does so much damage here to Kun. He's got to try to fight against himself. It does not feel good. I'm sure it doesn't feel good either when they get turned around on the Keeper of the Light either.
It's not going to feel very good when he has 4 items. That's kind of how I look at it. The stronger the Terrorblade gets, the stronger those illusions get. The Shadow Demon, if put in the right position, will actually be able to kill heroes with just those illusions. And you can disrupt illusions for normal illusions, as Mambo does dodge the Earth Spear roll, but he's got 9 stickies.
He's got a lot. This is not enough. Manages to draw back. Maybe Sunny can put off a little bit of damage, but I don't think they have enough to actually take down Thucky here. It's Desire just kind of making his way over. Oh, look at that luck, too. Get yourself a regen rune. Everything feels great if you are this Batrider. Not so good if you're this Crystal Maiden, but at least she's probably... No, look at Desire. He wants this kill. The tick's coming down. Not quite enough damage, though. Not today.
STM was forced to rotate and salve himself. Look at the top lane. The Slark got an engagement with the Mars, and he doesn't have any salves. He was banking on that salve from the Crystal Maiden. So not only is this rotation and gank coming out from the Earth Spirit owning the mid lane, but it's also owning the top lane. Desire having the impact we fully expect him to have. Owen is not disappointed as he's now in the bottom lane.
Oh, he's giving Flash a little kick here. Manages to save the Keeper of the Light. His Desire out as well. Oh, at the very last second, Beck gets the final hit. That would have been so sick, though.
I think it was sick either way. I can't believe he just got out there.
That's a good teammate right there. Just says, get on, get out of here, leave me behind. And he almost made it out himself.
I'd call it sacrificial, but I think he thought he was going to get out there.
I thought he was getting out there for sure. It was very, very close. Yeah, look at this. Look at the little bit of the replay here. Flash, the slows and everything. Desire just gives him a little boop. Get down, Mr. President. Gets taunted right back in. Almost made it out.
I'm a tad surprised they didn't consider running this Slark in the mid lane against this Batrider, based on what we saw with Miracle earlier this week. But we do have the disruption into the Remnant combo. Not a bad combo, but since Void Spirit's only level 5, doesn't have the kill threat.
Ooh, I think Thucky might have gone a little bit too far here. Does have the lasso, drags back on Mombos. Not quite enough damage, but Blink gets the kill on Curry in the top lane, so I think no Bounty Hunter is very happy about that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the way he's played this lane on Slark. I think the multiple points in Epson shift tells me that he thinks he's supposed to win against Mars. And I just don't think you're supposed to win against Mars on most safe laners. It's too inefficient for you to trade with him early. I think Slark's going to scale really well into this game if he just kind of takes a chill pill, maybe feeling a bit of pressure from what happened in the first game. But Tepek is getting a nice tier 1 tower bottom. Might be able to turn that into a kill as well. Icing on the cake as this Beastmaster steamrolling. We saw it on the other team last game, and now looks like we're going to be getting an early Necrobook as he's already got it flying out to him. 7 minutes.
Blink's taking a decent chunk of damage here. He is trying to run away from Curry and Sunny. Says turn back around, manages to go hit it, and look who's here. It is in fact Desire. He slows everybody back down. He's gonna get frostbitten though. Curry getting some of those nice Essence Shift stacks. This should be a kill for him here. Does have the stick charges. One more hit should do it. Can they get there? Yes. Curry will be able to take down Desire.
Yeah, never get baited by those people that hold on to their stick charges till the last second, man. You gotta look at their inventory, and you gotta be ready to follow them up. Luckily, there's no response from the Radiant team, so they're still able to get the kill. Now that Slark's gonna get his level 6, top lane is salvaged. Mars, even though he lives, is forced to go back to base, freeing up this creep wave just long enough for Curry to secure his ultimate.
I have to say, I love the movement coming out of the Hippos here. They've made their way over to the mid lane. They're looking like they want to put pressure on the mid tower. Tepek over here on the side is just going to go and jungle up a little bit. Muff will reveal his positioning. But I like the way that they're playing here.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Are they going to take the bait is the question. Sire hanging back. But with the reveal of Tepek, looks like they're just going to go and just try to push down this tower. We'll send Flash over, though. Try to clear up this creep waves a little bit, take down some of the neutrals.
Yeah, I'd like to see Slark choose to go bottom here sooner or later. They are rotating to his lane for now, and the key might be in some trouble. No Firefly for 20. Slark sees him. He realizes there's a ward here as well because he was out of vision or in vision from it.
It's gonna be a dead and lucky there. But that does open up this mid a little bit for them to put some damage. Mombos though just dragging back the creeps. Roll forward from Desire. Already anticipated though, nicely done by the Void Spirit. And bit of an invasion wrapping around coming out from the side of the Hippos. Do you need to be careful though, Bounty Hunter. Getting lulled into a false sense of safety as Khan is forced to run away from his own triangle. That never feels good. Blink, engaging with Mambos, who does have himself a double damage rune. Desire, throwing back one of the stones. They'll turn back around. Looks like they're going to try to make some plays over here onto Tepek as they go. They land him over into the tree. Splash will go down, though, and that bubble coming out buys him a little bit of time. Still manages to get the kill, and they are going to end up losing the Shadow Demon.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I like the idea that they're going for with this invasion coming out from Hippomaniacs, but I think it's just trying to get a little bit too much done a little bit too early. But Desire might be, yeah, he's literally just dead.
He's absolute toast. They get the Garena off, but they don't have anything to follow it up. So they're just going to spend a little time in the playpen here over on the Hippos, but not too upset about this as they go snap up a bounty rune and refill that mana. But Khan finding a little bit of space here in this top area. He's going to be continuing to as much as he can with the space that's given to him.
Curry is about to show you why you never ward against Slark. As he quickly gets that D ward, purchases his own sentry, 140 gold going his way. Immediately TP's bottom afterwards. I like this rotation a lot. Leave his team to defend top. Beastmaster's already freed up that area for you. And now Tepek gets kicked back in.
Speaking of the Beastmaster, nice little bit of a save from Muff. They're going to wait patiently. The roll forward, though, coming out from Desire. Eliminate comes through. That's a very dead Tepek. Looks like Desire maybe has gotten just a bit too far. Turns back around. He wants his kill on Muff, but he has a couple of those charges. Are they going to be able to get the kill? Is he going to get it in time? It is indeed a kill for him before he goes down. Meta's been used in the top lane. Poor Senny says, please, God, don't look in the trees. Just leave me alone. Life is really rough. And it looks like maybe she's gonna walk into him here. Oh, Senny, what you doing there, girl? What you doing? Yeah, that's a dead Crystal Maiden.
Dire structures are fortified.
I
you're
get
right there.
vengeful
I
spirit
can hear you
vibes whenever
chuckling.
I see Beastmaster die. All of his summons are still alive, and it's like, did you really kill the actual hero here? As his necro books clean up
Dire's top tower
afterwards, regardless of his demise.
Who is the true summon for sure? These necro books seem very powerful.
Almost is looking. Indiki. I don't like that he's bottom here against the Slark.
Radiant's middle tower is
So it
under
looks like the
attack.
Void Spirit's gone back to mid. As Curry is content to just farm up the rest of his defusal. Is he going to join this fight? Appears he will.
Desire gonna roll on through. There's the roar coming out, though. It's not looking super great for Desire as he is gonna die. Muff will go down to the tower, though. And now, though, in comes Curry. He's looking to try to get himself some of these nice stacks, but the spear will put him over to the trees. Be able to push him back a little bit more with the blinding light. Blink taking too much damage, though, over on the side. And it looks like Flash also will get taken down here as Zentucky has to run away. He's trying to dodge it. He's got everyone. Crystal Maiden actually might just die in the back lines to that Firefly. I don't think Sunny realized how much damage he was taking there. Look at these necro books just chonking away over here
Oh,
at
God,
that rider.
that's-
Caught? Was
That's
that just
not
the
how you
illusion?
want to
thing?
go.
Roll forward. Oh no, it's turning around very rapidly now. Tepek getting dragged back here. No hope for him. He doesn't have any help. Down he goes. They'll take down these necro books, and it looks like the rest of the hippos are forced to run away.
That's efficiency. Terrorblade's been farming top this whole time, and his illusions killed a Necro Book and a CM. Not really sure which one was worth more, but he did get both of them.
Oh, that feels bad if you're CM. Not even as highly valued as the necro book creep. All right. Well,
Dire's top tower
looks like the push is on here for this mid tower. Step forward, though, coming out from Mambo. Spear comes out. Will actually connect over onto Muff. Chakra magic being used over on Blink, giving him that refresh cooldown here. Senny kind of wandering around a little back and forth. Manages to get the frostbite on, but here we go. We've got the metamorphosis, and Senny just evaporates as the push continues now for this mid tower. Tepek standing off to the side does have the roar available, but seems like they're reluctant to actually go and engage. Mambo's off to the side, hoping maybe the 14-minute rune will show up bottom. Is he a lucky guy, though? Is he a good mid player? Does he know? Nope, it's top.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Slark does have his defusal done. Needs to get a lot done with this initial timing during the time that the metamorphosis is on cooldown. I think that's a big window for Hippomaniacs to capitalize on, as they have lost their mid tower. Hopefully they can retaliate with a mid tower of their own. But Beastmaster, they've been doing a good job of shutting down his momentum this game. Even though he's still getting the kills early, I think that's kind of unavoidable. And they're reciprocating with kills on the Beastmaster himself. So Terrorblade's got all the space in the world to farm. Indiki's got his boots of travel going BKB. And this is a good move. This is what they need to do. I mean, even if it just means walking at the tower.
This is the third attempt to go for the tower. Mambo's jumping in deep, trying to go and grab up Desire. The followed up with a very nice arena. The spears are coming out. He's trapped 4 of them. Senny's gonna have to let it go here, but immediately gets stunned up. Blink will fall. Senny also takes too much damage. to Peck trying to run away. He cannot do it. This Terrorblade is just putting out too much as Curry finds a kill on the courier. Now Desire rolling on out. Doesn't want to get caught here. Feels like Curry's really chasing after him quite a bit. Looks like he's gonna give up though. Flash grabbing up some of these bounty runes. It's a bit of an odd fight.
Surprised they defended. Win pretty decently though. 2 for 2 trade. They did lose the tower, so they got what they wanted. There's Khan. That's the real Terrorblade.
That is indeed. There's a lot of illusions over here on the ground. He can turn back around though, get the Thunder off, and now Curry, he's having a little bit of difficulty because the rest of the team, they're following him up.
Ultimate.
They're just always there, trying to protect this Terrorblade. Kick back over onto Curry. He needs to get out there a little bit faster, a little bit more damage we'll be able to do. Will he burn down here? It's finally enough to get him, as Desire also will fall though to Muff. But it's not looking like one of these supports is going to make it out. In fact, Sunny is the one that they have chosen. They will chase after him, hit him back right into that Firefly. One more hit will do the trick, and that's another kill here for Nadaki. Khan getting dragged back. Beautiful spear, though, coming out from Blink. Khan is just sitting so very low, and they need just a little bit more damage. They don't quite have it. The Yules is going to come out to Peck over here on the side. Looks like they'll finally be able to take down Khan. And Taki now having to run away, manages to go hit them back. Triple kill with that beautiful Firefly on the ground. Spear coming out from Blink will be able to ensure that Mambos goes down. And now Muff. Oh, Muff, it was a nice knowing you, my friend. That disruption was cute, but it's not enough to save you.
And I think Curry is being a bit panicked with his moves. Diving that deep on the Radiant side of the map with no ultimate just yet. You saw him pay the price as he has respawn.
He's
looking
just
to make it happen again.
Yeah, I mean, the Shadow Dance is lovely, but they have too much to just lock him down here.
I've been there in that spot, man. I've been there. He wants to make it happen for his team, but you're just trying to live outside of the bounds of your hero's capabilities. And I honestly... I want to root for them, and I want to say I favored their draft and all that kind of stuff, but Terrorblade, when he's got this advantage on Slark, what I mentioned of the wave clearing problem becomes worse and worse, where you just never get to fight the TB. He's farming 2 or 3 lanes at once with his illusions. He's just going to out-efficiency you for the rest of the game. He's going for the Acceptor, which I really like. Really good synergy with the Mars Arena, one of the few fear mechanics that forces you to run into the walls.
Oh dear, Mambos. Mambos is dead. Well, maybe he buys himself a little bit more time. Actually, does have heals. Has to be careful. Muff making his way over. Mambo's taking a lot of this Firefly damage, though. He's just taking a bath, and a Desire rolling on through. Manages to go. They pop him back. They need a little bit more damage. Muff throws out the disruption. Buys a little bit more time. The Frostbite getting used over here. And Taki is taking too much damage from the Crystal Maiden ultimate. But over on the back line, Mambo still ends up falling to the dynamic duo of Flash and Desire. They go, they bring in Blink, they say, hey, we got a fight here, would you like to take it? And Blink says, absolutely. Desire will fall, though, eventually due to Peck, as now the 2 heroes on the side, no Bounty Hunter, are forced to flee. Look at this Necro Creep just charging at Flash, chonking him down. This is not looking good for this Keeper of the Light. It is curtains for him. And Blink is the lone survivor of a very high-paced skirmish.
I just don't know the way back for Slark in this matchup. These are 2 of my favorite carry heroes, Slark and Terrorblade, so I'm very familiar with how this matchup feels when one hero is ahead of the other. If Slark's ahead, he just has infinite map control. You can kind of just hunt the Terrorblade wherever he goes. If Slark's behind, all the lanes are always on his side of the map, so he doesn't really get anywhere to go. Usually if it's about even, you find opportunities for both sides, but in this case, Terrorblade's already almost a full item ahead. This Acceptor is pretty much just bonus net worth for him. He's 3,200 net worth ahead, 19 minutes in. And Slark is not a flash farmer. He relies on this momentum. They're going to need a team fight that drastically shifts the status quo of this game, and they're going to need it soon.
I think that's one of the problems for the Hippomaniacs is that the no bounty hunters tend to move in packs, it feels like. And if they're not moving in packs, they have a Coddle who can just bring someone right into the fight. We saw in that bottom lane, you know, they felt like they had the advantage, and all of a sudden Blink was there, and he just took out Mumbos. Do you have a smoke over on the side of Hippos, though? They are looking for that engagement, but they don't have the Slark with him. He's just shoving out lanes. And like you said, not the greatest at that. Sunny,
yeah,
all
it's
right.
him versus a TB illusion, and the TB illusion is just doing just as well.
Oh God, Sunny's taking so much damage. Blink though over on the other side. They immediately find Muff. Disruption will buy him a bit more time. I don't believe it's going to save his life by any means, although Roshan gets the kill, so he's saying that he's, you know, hey guys, I'm helping, but he's not really. But they can easily turn this back around again and go into this Roche pit. Look at this. They know that Tepek is here. He uses the Roar, but he's going to have to use it defensively to run away. The blinding light gets used. Flash and Desire chasing after them, and Thucky's here as well. He wants this kill. He's going to burn him down with that Firefly. Final hit, though, going over to the side of Desire. Poor Flash, look at the damage from these Necro books. Good God.
The value Fluffy Hat, keeping him alive. I was seeing the Fogcast earlier. He was befuddled by all the Fluffy Hats. They're not only a fashionable accessory, but they also keep you alive.
Bottom lane. Yeah, every time Curry tries to go forward against Blink, he immediately gets speared back. It feels really bad.
Yeah, when Slark's ahead in this type of game, they have to keep fending him off with their spells. And if he has like SNY plus Scotty, he'll be able to tank through all that damage. He will be relentless in his pursuit of his targets, but he's relatively squishy right now. And so they can kind of just throw all of their abilities on the ground and prevent him from doing the damage he needs to do. There's Firefly, there's all the Earth Spirit stuff, even the Mars Arena once it gets deployed, you have the Coddle Blast. You have to be able to just face rush through all of that damage, and right now he's not quite capable of doing that. And I'm concerned if Terrorblade's able to get to like BKB Butterfly, because I think at that point it'll be too late.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pinball in a lot of these fights. Although they do manage to get a nice pick off on Flash. They smoked for that. Might be able to also get the kill on Tataki here. Nope, never mind, because he's got a BKB. Oh, they use the Roar! So they will be able to get a double kill. But he buys out right before he dies, gets that Blink Dagger online, so...
He's got 11 Essence Shift charges, or stacks, the temporary ones. He's got 6 permanent ones. Let's turn this into something, guys. It's exactly how Slark operates. If you can just snowball kill after kill within that 100-second window.
Well, he's not hitting anything right now. Looks like he's going to try to
walking through a ward, though. He's got his sentry pulled out, ready to de-ward.
All right, well, they'll take the top tower. Goes, grabs himself, you know, another 100 gold. Feels good. But I'm sure
Mars is struggling a bit here. Blink pretty low in the net worth.
Oh no, Curry separated from his team. The silence, everything. He is just a dead little fishy here. He was doing so much better too. You know, he got the chance to get some of those sticks. He got kill. Well, I don't believe he got the kill, but he got to participate in some successful ganks at least, but how quickly it slips through his fingers now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meta's
They can
up.
probably go high ground with this. They don't really have a high ground Punisher on Hippomaniacs. They don't have the Bow Riders or the Mars themselves that can put you out of position when you're sieging that tier 3. Terrorblade, one of the best siegers in the game. Coddle Terrorblade's a pretty sick combo. You have 2 non-ultimate abilities now that you have the Ags that are heavily benefited by the fact that you can refresh their cooldowns. Actually, I actually didn't see it. It didn't look like Chakra Magic worked on the Terror Wave. I'll have to keep an eye out for that one.
Well, that was a nice try here. Mambos just waited just a little bit too long because all of a sudden Thucky's here. And the roll forward uses the Assimilate, walks into Flash, is going to walk into Desire, into Blink. Everyone is here. It is a party. And you are not invited, my friend. God, could you see that? It was like connecting the dots between just no bounty hunter heroes.
Yeah. I definitely know what it's like to not be invited to a party.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Well, maybe not. You never know. We'll find out later. But with my therapist. Nah, but this is just one of those situations where the map's going to quickly collapse. The fact that Khan can play this far up on the map with no meta says a lot about where they're at as a team. They're up by 5,000 net worth. The way I like to think about Dota is that every hero, when they're having a really good or a really bad game, it just kind of paints a consistent picture of what's going to be happening. And when Terrorblade's this far ahead, you pretty much never have any control of the map because he always is able to control two lanes himself. Batrider should be able to take care of the other. In case that's not enough, they've got Keeper of the Light. And the steroid from Keeper of the Light on Terrorblade, it's not that noticeable early, kind of like the Ember Spirits and the Bristles, but that Chakra Magic on just refreshing his illusions and constantly spamming his spells that he usually doesn't have the mana regen for is just so nice at this stage in the game.
I will say it feels like teams that have a very good Keeper of the Light have been winning recently. It's definitely just such a strong hero with the changes that have been made. I don't know. Is it purely just, you know, that the hero is this good, or?
The thing is that Terrorblade pushed out bottom. He then got recalled mid, and then summoned an illusion mid, and then he walked top, and he also got given mana. You're basically getting transported around the map. You're basically getting boots of travel back to your base, and then boots of travel back out is what you're getting with Keeper of the Light.
See if Flash can help his brother out here. He slowed down. There it is. There's the arena. Silence gets thrown out as well, but in comes Khan. Spear just connects so lovely here as they manage to go. They drag back. Curry was not even a part of this fight at all. He was definitely an unwilling participant as now Desire rolling forward again. The roar comes out, goes. They bounce him back again. Peck looking for his way to get out. Desire ticking down to a lot of damage though. Is going to fall over here. Muffy's going to hope that he can get out. Looks like he's going to be able to make it, but you know who's not going to make it is Peck as he does eventually fall, and the Crystal Maiden will be able to teleport away just because they don't have anything to lock her down.
Yeah, Curry looked like the guy the introverted friend that everyone tries to get to go to the party, but he's just like refuses to go, and you never really see him in public events, and then he just got dragged in and died immediately. You know, he's like, why am I here? And then he's just gone, and it just looks too easy to execute on the side of no bounty hunter. The Arena Interfere did actually come into play there, got the Void Spirit after he was able to ag silence all of Khan's teammates, so that potency is already there. They're going to need some BKBs, they're going to need some damage, they're going to need a lot of sums here for Hippomaniacs.
Yeah, does look pretty rough for these hippos, but you know, they're going to try. I like it, because you know, every single game counts so much here in this round robin setup. So they have to make sure that they give it their all. You can't just tap out easy. Clash here. Mambos needs to be careful. Doesn't quite notice them. All right, the jump forward for Staff, though. And again, they have people nearby. So Curry going after the Mars. Not going for the Flash. Blink hiding in the corner. Does not have enough mana for that TP, though. Just begging. Does also have the the Vladimir's offering over in there. Crystal Maiden
and he actually
aura.
backpacked it so that the aura wouldn't show on the creeps that the Slark was hitting. That was kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
Cost him mana regen, so he couldn't TP yet, but the idea was clever.
Well, you do what you gotta do, right? Sometimes it's these little things that end up turning things to your favor.
Yeah, they stopped looking for him, so it says that it kind of says it speaks for itself there, as the Slark would have probably pursued him if he sees those creeps life-stealing off of him.
Oh man, Desire just rolls out of there as fast as possible. It's nothing to do with that, and you can see the Batrider is just gonna teleport out knowing that there's a lot of heroes from the side of Hippos making their way over to him.
It looks like Chakra plus Terrorwave does work. I've been giving confirmation, so even more synergy from this duo than it used to have. The fact that Metamorphosis is supposed to have a 155-second cooldown, and instead it ends up usually being about 130 after all the Chakra magics, that's just so strong for the sustained push that Terrorblade offers late game, because he's usually only hampered by his cooldown dependence.
I mean, a lot of the times they say that Terrorblade has two ultimates, right? The fact that he's got the Metamorphosis and the fact he has the Sunder. They will slow them down, though. Looks like they were going to try to take that outpost. But there's only so many times that Muff can go over there before they're going to collapse on him, because it is, of course, all of the side of no bounty hunter over there. And they do have the vision placing those nice wards. So looks like Hippos is just gonna let this tower go. They're too afraid to go forward. And for good reason.
Dire's top tower has
Yeah, he was able to postpone the BKB purchase because of the Aegis, which feels even better as a carry player. He's got the Scotty for the all-around stats. When you're allowed to go these luxury items, you're the carry that's benefiting. When the opponent has to go Diffusal Basher to try to bring you down and you're just going all these stat tankiness items, that's when you know you're really feeling good. Does have the BKB complete. He is unkillable. And he's got the Vlad's aura. He's got so much enabling on the side of no bounty hunter for Khan here, as he's going to get a second Aegis if all the other things weren't enough. I can't imagine they could test. I don't even know how they would if they tried.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like they're too interested, right? You can see that the Beastmaster's in the top lane. He's just trying to shove it out, and the rest of them are over in their triangle. It's just too spooky for them. So this is going to be a second Roche taken by no bounty hunter, and I think it's go time. I think it's time to breach the high ground. Maybe get yourself a Beastmaster. Oh, only going to be able to catch the Zoo here. Tefek thanking his lucky stars. He did not get caught because he is very essential to these fights. Mambos bottom lane. Desire rolling forward, hoping that maybe he can grab him. Does manage to silence him up, and in comes Ataki. They want to just get rid of this Void Spirit as Flash is also here. Look at Curry. He just turns around. He's like, absolutely not. Sorry, my friend. I am going home.
God, Void Spirit, or Earth Spirit's annoying. I watch this hero and he's just ridiculous. You always dodge his like initial volley of stuff, and then he just throws out another volley of stuff. And most heroes don't have the capability to dodge that second one.
It's a lot
as
of
the
stuff.
Yule Scepter basically alley-oop.
Ooh, all right. The BKB came out, but so did the Roar here. So Ntaki taking a lot of damage. Blink, though, coming in hot. He's trying to keep him alive, and it looks like he's going to be able to, because the roll comes out, too, over from Desire. There's just too much damage to Peck. He's going to get taken out. Curry now in the Shadow Dance. Is he going to be able to lead? The roll comes forward. No, he's stunned. That is a dead Slark for 70-something seconds. Oh, no, Hippos. It looked good,
That's
BSJ. It
painful.
looked real nice.
Yeah, it does. It looks so good. But if Slark's more on even footing, that's perfectly fine. He's got that extra damage to bring them down quicker, so it doesn't take that long, and he doesn't have to linger long enough for the Terrorblade to show up. But instead, this is the only benefit, that as Terrorblade gets more rich, the okay, never mind. His illusions are dead.
I knew what you were going for, though. Yeah, you know, the strength of my enemy then becomes mine, in a sense, but not when the illusions immediately get evaporated here. The taunt comes out over on the side. Muff's going to join, make his own illusions, give him a little bit of more fighting power. They're kind of chasing out of the space. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It feels like they might get baited a bit.
Yeah, they accidentally purged a Terrorblade illusion rather than the Terrorblade himself, so I think they were going to try to chase with that, and then realized they couldn't.
Mambos? Guess he thought those were both illusions. The taunt comes out there. Are they going to be able to slow him down? Will-O-Wisp gets dropped. Blink, though, over here on the side. Manages to spear. They'll turn it right back around again. Get the Sunder off. And it's just a matter of time before they're going to lose to Peck. But he does fall. Glimmer Cape over here onto Muff, but the Dust Spy coming out here from this Earth Spirit. Muff is going to get slaughtered, as now they'll end up getting the kill on Desire. There's 2 buybacks, though, coming out immediately. So Desire, he's having a great game. He got a little overconfident there with the roll. But they do force 2 buybacks out of the side of the Hippos.
Yeah, everyone gets one of those. You're allowed to go completely crazy one time.
Oh, well, looks like the Keeper of the Light is going to get taken out here. So a little consolation prize, but they got to do a lot off of this push.
Terrorblade's about to double up the #1 net worth on the Dire squad here. That is not what you want to see if you're a Hippo fan. They are pretty deadly animals, so...
Radiant's middle tower
They are. There's actually a whole problem with Pablo Escobar's Hippos, apparently.
structures are fortified.
They're like
I think
taking
I've
over.
heard a little bit about that.
Yeah, he like imported a bunch of hippos and now they're destroying the ecosystem or something to that effect. Dangerous
That
creatures.
sounds like human nature. Sounds like something we would do.
Yeah. you know, but sometimes you just gotta have them hippos, apparently.
Yeah, I was about to say, we got some cool-ass hippos, though.
Oh no, the pull back over here. They've had enough of Tepek, and there's just too much damage. He is gonna fall, and it looks like Crystal Maiden is not gonna be lucky here. She is also going to get caught out. So that's a double kill now for Khan. No buyback on Tepek. They have buyback at the Crystal Maiden, you know, if you need that aura, because she's not really able to do much of anything else in these fights, unfortunately.
And he's queuing up the Swift Blink for Khan, one of my favorite items now. Now that they've buffed it so much, seems like the new hot thing for these Agi carries. As that it's effectively 75 attack speed and 75 damage once you blink. And you're also 40% movement speed phase. So you're really fast and you hit really hard.
God, mid one was like
really nice.
insane with that Swift Blink in the other game. He looked like a Beyblade just rolling around there, the spins. But down go the buildings, and all the Hippomaniacs can do is just watch as they're getting ripped apart. Muff managing to go forward here, gets off another one. Oh, the taunt comes out though. Looks like Khan gonna try to man fight. No, but he's got the Aegis. Will-O-Wisp drop BKB over here onto Desire. He's gonna try to slow it down. Can they get the kill on Mambos? It's looking pretty damn good as he is just taken out. As the rest of the side, there's no buyback now on Mambos. No buyback on Tepek. He's gonna be up in about 18 seconds, but the Slark can't go in there. He's gonna get manhandled, BSJ.
Yeah, it's mainly that he just doesn't have enough damage to be enough of a threat where they have to focus it. They can kind of just kill the rest of his team, ignore the Slark, and by the time he comes out of his ultimate, the rest of his team is dead, and he's on his own little island of death, pretty much. The party he wasn't invited to, as we've already mentioned too many times, probably for his liking.
Yeah, that sounds like a very emo Slark. Just like dragged a party, didn't want to be there, goes to his own party on the island of death, puts on some eyeliner. Poor dude.
I think the eyeliner came before all of that, but, you know, order of events doesn't always matter.
You know. But yeah, this is a sad Slark, because look at this. Blinks over here and just blinks away into a lot of heroes. But again, Desire is like always here. He's always ready to fight, and they get the kill on Tepek before he can do anything. Willow was getting dropped as well to sleep, dragging everybody back in, and they're just taking a bath in the Firefly Zenny over on the back lines. They lose Muff, they lose Zenny, and now it's looking like this is going to be a dead Curry. The GG gets called. No bounty hunter taking this in very convincing fashion.